All right, welcome to the Drill Down Earnings. I have the latest earnings results from Analog Devices. Very interesting company from an old, boring semiconductor maker. This is the business story behind one stock in the move. I'm Futurum Group Chief Market Strategist Cory Johnson. Analog Devices earnings, fiscal year Q1 2024 earnings. They were okay. Well, I'm going to call them challenging. The street likes a miss or a beat, and this was a beat. But here's what the business did, the actual numbers. Analog device sales, $2.5 billion. Gross profits of $1.7 billion. Gross margins of 68.5%. That's pretty good. And profits, net income, $463 million. But continuing spending in R&D, actually the percentage of revenues that's increasing, but a lot of that's about falling revenues. And when we look at those numbers over time, they're up to 15.6% of revenues is spent on research and development, but a lot of that might be maintenance, just kind of taking old products and adapting them for new uses. And indeed, when you look at what this company does, right? Analog mixed signal devices, radio frequency devices, power management stuff, not super sexy, old businesses. In fact, at their analyst day last year, they gave this amazing number. They said 50% of Analog Devices revenue is derived from products that are 10 plus years old. So they're selling old chips that have been around for a long time, into products that have been made for a long time. Well, what does that mean during the pandemic? What it means is that the company is still, because they're selling the old stuff that the customers couldn't get during the pandemic, maybe customers are stockpiling stuff? Well, that's exactly what happened. The company came out and announced these numbers. Stock traded up a little bit. It's been basically flat for the last year. But this big time inventory buildup by their customers really hit the company. Because here's the thing about semiconductor customers. They lie to you. They lie to the companies saying, hey, the customers say, we need more chips. We're not stockpiling them. Honest. Give us more just in case. And then they say, we don't need any for a while. That's exactly what happened to Analog Devices. Now, they're blaming the supply chain problems that happened during COVID, saying afterwards customers over-ordered, but this is a big problem. So says CEO Vincent Roche. Listen how long this is going to take to fix.
The event that caused the supply chain fracture was unique, and every single segment was impacted. Every single customer, every single business. So this is truly the broadest base demand inflection I've ever seen in my 30-something years with ADI, and I've been through all those different perturbations. So I think it's the uniqueness of the event itself. I think is what caused the level of impact. And everything compounded. We saw the supply chain fracture, then we saw the shortage, and then we got the behavior that we typically see in a shortage situation. You get double ordering, you get hoarding, and we're seeing that everywhere. The area that we've probably seen, I would say, the biggest correction is in the industrial market, and I think our sense is that it began in the second half of the past year, and that will take 4 to 5 quarters to correct, I believe, from the beginning of the decline to when we start to see growth again.
So 4 to 5 quarters to fix this. That's more than a year. Yeah, that's a big problem for this company. The customers were lying to them. They didn't catch them, and now they're stuck. Customers have these old chips for these old products. They're not buying new stuff, and that's bad news for Analog Devices. All right, what does this all mean? Big drill down earnings takeaway. One number that tells us a whole lot about Analog Devices right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
Here's your quick drill down earnings takeaway on a really interesting company, Analog Devices, in their most recent quarter that was a problem. Good quarter, $2.5 billion in revenues, $463 million in profits, really good gross margins, but the business is shrinking dramatically, 23% less than it was a year ago, and inventory stacking up on the customer shelves. And yes, the drill down earnings bite tells us more about that. 136.1, there's your number. That's how many days of inventory are on the shelves and analog devices. A problem for this company, a problem that's been coming for a long time. Actually got a little bit better this quarter, but a worry going forward. It's going to take more than a year to fix these inventory problems. All right, thanks for listening to Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, especially TikTok. I'm Cory Johnson. It's part of the 6-5 Media Group.